To the Black Channel here, Ticker Talker, and we're playing a little bit of game of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Do we got vaccine? We do. We might even have another one, but we ain't gonna have it next week. And we start off the week with the big gapper upper on the good news, and then we start to curb our enthusiasm just a touch as the cases start to mount again in the second wave. Right now we got a mixed bag, and so one of the things that we want to look for here is we go SPY here, and it's trying to creep back up. You can see here in the upper left, right? We took out yesterday's highs, right? But right smack dab in the middle of both of these days, how are we going to get out of this is what we really want to know. So we also have conflict, and so as much as we might have rolled harder off of this gap in reverse here on Monday. And which it gives us a red week. The thing is about a lot of things are bright green on the month. Hard to turn those around, right? But if you're going to do it, you're going to do it on the week. But right now, conflict. Your red week, green month, middle of the range daily, albeit a two up to the side, taking out yesterday's highs. So in this environment, we're taking a lot of trades and then just moving on and using a lot of daily charts just for the shorter term stuff. So if we go to QQQ here, QQQ, once again, red on the week, green on the month, right? And now the 2-2 reversal back into an old outside bar. That's a good thing. So the Q's leading here a little bit, and you can see this just trying to creep back up in here. If you look at like lower left, you're going to see this broadening formation here. The question is, how do the Qs get outside of this, right? You want to take that out and stay out, or you want to take that out and stay out. Otherwise, you're stuck in this range right now. Still trying to move higher, and like I say all the time, like you're trying to gauge the broader averages against each other to see what the strength and weakness is. So if you go to small cappers, you see this thing's doing nothing. These guys are doing nothing, right? Just sitting here doing nothing, right? And then if you go to the diamonds, Dow Jones, you'll see this here. These things are sitting here doing nothing, right? They're red on the day and stuck in this thing in here. So that's a bit of an issue. So like I said, we're working on vaccine like Moderna. And everybody's got some high hopes for these guys for next week. Like I said, the problem is vaccine ain't coming out next week, and cases are rising. So some of these pandemics are selling off a little bit, and we'll get to that in a second. But you can see here, Moderna here, inside week to the upside, right? Green. Taking out last month's highs, green. Taking out yesterday's highs, green. Anytime the 60 is green, it's go time, and you can see there's a little thing we call triangle them out. Down into here, then you're inside 60, 2, 1, 2 reversal. Boom, off she goes. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to IMRN, little guy off our gap list, and we'll see stalling out here just a bit on that 60. Had a nice push though, and if you talk about watching the 30s and 60s on the gap list that I tweet out, and you'll see this 30 here. So the great thing about this is when you know what you're doing, you can make more than they actually move. You see this, goes up, pops up, takes out the highs, then boom, this is a 2-2 reversal on the 30 that tanks it down into here. Then it goes back inside for the 2, 1, 2 reversal, and you get it back up on the long side. Now going inside again, we'll see if that sets up. We've got the semis, SMH, here fighting back, and you can see this once again. The 2 down, and then boom, the 2 up, 2-2 reversal on the daily. Still red here on the week, right? So we know that, but we can trade anything that does this, right? Because yesterday anybody was short could stay short. These things went out on the lows. Now they all go underwater when you take something like that out. You can look at something like LRCX here doing the same. The good thing is it didn't gap, right? And it's close to going green on the week. You see, if we take this. This is your weekly opening. It takes that out. Now this thing goes full throttle back to the upside. And that's exactly what you want to see. Didn't gap, and so you can go after that. When it broke 415.74, right? Not bad. Trading 425, right? And we'll see if that sets up again down in here. Got a little guy blasting your EQ. And EQ. And here you can see potential outside weaker. But here's that daily reversal that we're looking for. 2 down. Boom, back to the previous range. And then here's how you can get in on this. Let's say you get the inside 30 down in here, but then it comes back in on you. The other continuation pattern we look for, the 2 up, taking out the highs, taking out the lows. Boom, right there. And off she goes, still going is EQ. If we go to more shenanigan fun, Revlon. And Revlon, all sorts of fun. Not for everybody because it's been halting a lot, but We'll see if that lines up. So right now, see this 2 down 60, take out those lows. Now we'll see if that could take out this high, right? We might sometimes, these things calm down a bit, but always fun to keep an eye on. Go to beam. Beam, here you go, and you can see this here in the upper middle, inside weak to the upside. Now it's exhaustion risk once you go into the highs, but anytime these are all green, that's something I'd want to know about. Did we just talk about the 222 continuation? We did. Here it is. Take out the highs, take out the lows, boom, off you go, and that reconfirms the inside week to the upside and the green month. If we go to the team, and the team, once again, here's how you can spot the broadening formations. The higher high, the lower low, like so, and then back through the chart she goes, right? So here above that high, that's good. We'll see if we get that inside 60 in here coming up here. EQ going to the highs as I speak. If we go to Etsy, and Etsy, just once again that 2-2 day coming back through the previous range. It also has a chance to take this green, which would put it full throttle back on the weekly. If we go to JKS, still an inside week, so we can expect reversals back and forth, but you can see there's plenty of range in this thing to do it, and this is where you didn't gap, and you can look for the reversal right here. We're 64.80, trading 67.29. We'll see if that sets up again. All right, these futures just kind of drying up here, not doing much as expected. Speaking of broadening formations, keep an eye on HZNP. And HZNP, you can see this clear as day. All right, so that's 2 down and 2 up. We'll see if that sets up. Tried to go inside 60, couldn't get out of that mother bar, so we'll see if that can get out of there come this afternoon. All right, if we go to STAA, you might remember this little ditty from back here, the inside month and upper, right? The 2-1-2 on the month. Did we know about that? We sure did. So now you can see it goes inside day and now stuck here, trying to go into exhaustion risk to get out of here. So it goes into the highs. Right now the question, does it stay there and does it give us another signal? We'll have to see. If we go to RH, all right, the other thing that we look for besides just taking out yesterday's highs here in the upper left, right, is the previous bar is an outside bar. That means here's the bottom of the broadening formation. When you come up to take that out, slight higher high, you're going to take that out. And it did, and it's still going. And we'll see if that sets up again for you too. It's also at this point coming up here on the inside month in the lower middle, right? That's a good thing, right? It is. Yeah, it is totally. If we go to WIX, and WIX, boom, there it is. Whoop, there it is, right there. The 2-2 reversal, stop them out, and then boom, didn't gap either. I mean, well, it gapped intraday, but still didn't take out the highs until right here. So you had that opening down here, and then boom, as soon as it does that, you're in. Also, it took out an inside month to the downside, but now coming back through, right? So potential outside month, because you know who did that? QQQ did. Took out the lows and then went all the way back through, right? It did. If we go to ZS, also the 2-2 on the daily, reversing back up, still red on the week, so that's a bit of an issue, but we're just trading these day by day when you're going back and forth in pandemia. If we go to Shopee, Shopsay, slight 2-2, but we know Shop can move out, right? So you can see this, the slight higher high, then peak. The slight lower low, then rally, right? Back and forth she goes, doji monther, so you just play that as you see it back and forth. I believe iRobot's doing that. iRobot, a little 2-2 day for you. Still red on the week though, so just taking profits when we get them. XLP was showing a little strength here earlier too. XLP, there you go, taking yesterday's highs, going bright green here on the week and the month. So that always sends us by way of Procter & Gamble, trying to come back through this stuff. We'll see. Maybe a little Pepsi. How's Pepsi doing? Pepsi a little better here with the green week, green month, all that kind of stuff coming after last month's highs. Not bad. If we go to the downside, like I said, a lot of the pandemics having some problems. You've got Wynn Resorts here. You can see gaps up. Yay, vaccine. When's the vaccine? Next spring. Boo. Inside day back down. So as things stay pretty out of hand, as they are at this point with the second wave. Probably not going there anytime soon, but we'll see. If we go to airlines, JetBlue also, yay, we got a vaccine. When's it coming out? Next spring. Boo, inside day back down, right? So that tells you, look at airlines like Delta, how you doing? Trying to work on that inside day. How's United? Like so. And then, of course, there's Dave & Buster's. And Dave & Buster's, yay! Boo! All right back down. So inside day to the downside. The good thing about these things is they got some room on these gap villages in the village. Take them down. If we go to RCL, inside day, curb your enthusiasm. No time soon. And so, like I said, the good thing is if we can get some gap fills out of these things, that would be awesome. We've got EQ still going to the highs here. EQ. There, that's just a thing of beauty. We also have, let's see, what do we got here on the gappers? On the gappers, FUBO, FUBO. And here, so I put out a gap list, and all you got to do is watch the 30s and 60s. You see this? Gap up 2, inside in the 60, boom. Short, below 1901, trading 1740 with no reason to get out. That ain't bad. If we go to some OIHers getting hit here too. OIH, inside day to the downside here, right? Still in the mother bar, but just in an environment like this, we're watching all the strength and weakness as the market kind of sits here in limbo. So you've got OIH coming in. That's your usual suspects, your slobs and all that kind of stuff. But as a trading vehicle, OIH is much better because it's trading 116. So you're not trying to take a nickel out of stuff like that. Also have some weakness in some financials. You've got Capital One. Inside day, curb your enthusiasm, back down, right? 212 reversal, DFS. In DFS, you can see that. I think we got a bunch of banks here too. Citicorp hanging in there. JP Morgan, how you doing? Get the inside day slightly, so not a lot of big movement out of those. But you do have DFS and Capital One. Let's see, what else do we got here for you? We have ZBH. And ZBH, gap up, boom, 2-2 reversal and still going. That's nice, right? That's what you want on that 2-2, the follow through. So because today, a lot of you see these things taking this right back up. This isn't doing it. It's following through to the downside. You got D-Dog here on a gap down, now stuck inside in the 60. Tried to go 60 up, now you got 3 hours in here. So you're always watching that new 60 as that thing flips red to see if you can take this out. Right here in the next hour, 81.75. Below that gets my attention. To Rev Stratton come powering back down through here. Netflix goes to the highs as I speak. You got PFGC. And PFGC stuck in here, but once again, that inside day, curb your enthusiasm. Let's go back the other way. Performance Food Group, nope. EPR. EPR, the slight higher high, the 2-2 reversal. These two become an outside bar of that, you see? And that's what we look for, right? See if you can get that and stay down. All right, running out of time again, I am. But if we go to WEX, just like we're looking for things that taken out yesterday's high, we're also looking for anything taken out yesterday's lows because the market's up. These guys can stay long, except when it breaks right here. The low of 108.17. I'm sorry, 168.17. Trade 163.65. Not too bad on that. All right, well, just take these trades in here because obviously it's a newsy tape. It's a conflicted tape, which means we don't have a lot of full time frame in a lot of the things. And so we just take the trades, and that's fine. One last one here, burritos. There you go. Chipotle, 322 back up on the daily. Our goal is to go take these guys out here and have a nice burrito. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here. Ticker Talker was Strat Time Report. And as always, my videos at the Smith and the Black Channel are free, so come stop by and see them. All right, that's going to do it for today. Everybody have a wonderful rest of the day.